Hey YouTube, Mike here. How are we all doing today? I hope we all had a safe and productive week. Alright, today, about a week and a half ago, I finally received the Milwaukee pack out, what they call the two-wheel dolly, which I call a hand truck. And it's the 48-22-84-15. Got my little cheat sheets here. The unit stands 48 inches tall, 20 inches wide. It's 12 inches folded from the plate to the back of the wheel. And when you drop the plate down, it becomes 26 inches. It has spots in it so you can hang levels or long feeler bits, or maybe some short pieces of pipe, whatever that you would like to transport into the job site. Now I got it up here on the table. I'm going to put it on the floor. I got a bunch of pack outs here. I want to give you my opinion on this thing because I know there's other people out there that have reviewed this, but we have used it. I received it about a week and a half ago, and we've used it on two jobs, two tankless heaters. I intended this to go into my truck to be used as a storage for the pack out, and so that I could bring it in to a job site when I needed it with the pack out, and then take out the old water heater, bring in the new tankless or whatever. Well, at this time, it does not fit because of the configuration of the bins and the bulkhead. I can't get this in. I blocked my side door. So I'm going to bring it to the job site. It fits perfectly. I can lash it to the bins of the truck, bring it to the job site, and then bring in and out what I need. Okay, construction. There's a lot of talk out there that it's made out of plastic. All right, it's not. It's ABS plastic. If you know what ABS plastic is, it's a lot of your car bumpers. It's a lot of the tool parts, not just from Milwaukee, DeWalt, Ryobi, they all make it out of it. It's a very strong plastic, plus it will take shock. The downside is making the ABS. It's injection molded, and on some of the larger parts they warp, so it becomes a little bit expensive because of the amount of waste, but it's a very strong plastic. And so far, I mean, we haven't climbed stairs, so as you can see, there's no scratches on the part that you would be bringing it in and out. I feel the wheels are a good wheel. We have brought it over brought it from a driveway down the back of a house, through some grass, through some mulch, couple of little rocks, nothing like on a big construction site. Yeah, a lot of, they were saying about pneumatic tires, but pneumatic tires, for one, if you get them, which are run flat, they won't go flat, but they're rubber and they're cushioned. They're very expensive. So these are 10-inch solid plastic tires, and they put the wheels inside of the frame. Now there's a couple of videos out there of guys that have taken this apart and actually retooled another rod, because the rod has a flat end on it. It's not just a round rod that goes through. There's a flat end. You can't really see it, but this right here is there's a flat end on, flat side, and it captures the rod into the ABS frame. And then there's cotter pins, there's washers, there's bearings on the wheel. There's the release mechanisms here to release the plate. There's a spring on it. So they put the wheels on the outside. It just widens the hand truck. Will it make it more stable? Yes, it does. But I found we have had 2 and 3 drawer on it, crates, the larger drawers, the half bins on it. We really don't bring levels in. We don't bring like big long feeler bits electricians use. But I did find a really good trick. I'm going to show you this at the end of the video, that you could use both of these top and bottom holders for. So I found that the wheels, for the purpose that we use it for, and pretty much I would say 90% of what you would use it in the construction industry, these wheels are perfect. They actually they bring the wheels in because of the way you're going to stack your pack out system on here. So now the weight is transferred right here. So if you are interested, there are people out there that have brought the wheels on the outside. I feel you don't need to. I feel that the construction of the unit is very good. The handle is metal, the plate is metal, the drive shaft is metal, but pretty much everything else on this is the ABS plastic. It is made in the USA. There is a sticker on it, and I was like, wow. So it is made in the USA. So let's go over this thing. All right, you have it in folding position. It does lean a little forward, as you can see. To bring the plate down, there is no lock. So there is a bit of resistance on it because, one, of the way they captured it here, and two, it is resting on the ground. So if you bring this back, you see there is still, you see, it's not going to fall. Now it's locked in. So now it's locked in to the bottom position. Now, the biggest thing, drawback that I don't like about it is the way you have to close it. But it's not just one release and it doesn't release both. You have to grab both of the red tabs. And let me zoom the camera in and I'll show you. All right, there's two tabs. There's one on this side and one on that side. So you have to bring both of them up and bring the unit forward. Now, you see I'm up on a table. It's easy. So now all you got to do is just bring it forward a little bit and then bring the plate up. And now you're in the folding position. And then if you watch, see how it brings it up and then down and it locks it in. So if you're up on a table, it works great. But on the floor, I'll show you how I kind of figured out what to do to make it a little bit better. Okay, so let's just get this out. All right, so the features. You have the plate on the bottom, which has the configuration of the feet. It has locking positions so that you can do a full pack out. We'll grab this one first. So you got the full size. It'll lock in. Take it out. You can do two halves. So there's three locking positions on this plate. Well, you can do two halves on there. And again, very easy to take off. They machined this really nice. It's powder coated. It's got nice edges on it. Now you can, up here, it is designed for the milk crate. Now the milk crate just hangs in here, like so. Now again, I'm up on there we go. So I'll bring it to the side. That's what this bar is for. So it holds the bottom of the milk crate. Because remember, the milk crate doesn't lock in. So you can just remove the milk crate as needed. Get it back down. The bottom of the milk crate hits here. And it's very stable. It's not going to bounce. It's not going to come in. Very stable. Now, whoa. You can put a full Now you cannot put it in the center or the top. It has to go at the handle side where the lock is. It locks in. Now you can put a full. Why would you want to put one there? I don't know. You open this thing up. As you can see, I got my drill bits. They're going to fall all over the place. But you can transport a couple of things, put this up there. But I feel the milk crate up there is the best. We put our pack out in. Most of the time, and as you'll see, I got a 2-drawer here. And we bring in our toolbox, the tool drawer, put the milk crate, fittings are in there. Bob's your uncle. So then you can put 2 halves. And it doesn't matter, you can do the smaller ones, the thinner ones, whatever. It fits all the same. The dimensions are exactly the same on the pack out for every single one of them. So 2 is the same size as the 1, as you know. So, but the milk crate is pretty much the best to go on there. Then you could take, and I'll actually show you, this is one of the 2 drawers that I did in my truck, and this one is actually on the roller. So now it's locked in. Say I have my milk crate. Sure, because I'm not okay. And then you can get another medium one in here, and that's how I bring mine in. I bring the medium, which has my hand tools, and then I have my 2-drawer, and this one has my drill and my PVC cutter. I'll bring the camera over later and you can see it. So there we are. And then to remove it, comes right off. Okay, now let's put it down on the floor, because you ain't going to be using it up on the table. It's got to weigh in at about, I would say, close to 15 pounds, maybe 12 pounds. All right, so let's get the camera to where we could see. There we go. All right. So you can get a 4-foot level in, and you have now, it's stable. Let's turn it around so you can actually see it. And then you can even put a 2-foot level in. Okay? And you can, you're not going to hold 2-foot, but you can hold your 4-foot level as you're transporting so it don't bop around. You can even get one of those rubber wire pieces and wire it so that you don't move around as much. And if you have to, you know, just say you're an electrician or like me, you know, I go on a job, I might need, you know, say 2 4-foot pieces of pipe, 2 3-foot pieces of pipe. I can put it in there and you'd bring everything in like a gentleman. All right, folding it on the ground. Let's make sure we can see. This is how I find the best to fold it on the ground. I basically just bend over. I grab the 2 tabs right here, once I find it. Just give it a little nudge and fold it up. You know, take it down, very easy. Boom, comes right down. But to fold it, is we still in frame? Yes. Just find the 2 tabs, use your body, push it forward, grab it so it don't go falling forward. You can even grab inside the frame. I mean, there's a bit, it's probably going to lose a bit of the resistance as you're using it, but that I find the best. Some guys actually let the whole thing go down. You know, if you lose it, it's going to fall and it's going to, you know, mess up the thing. So That's what I find the best too. All right, let me zoom in here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put it back up on the table because I think that'll be the best to show you the little trick. So we're on a job site. I got this thing. My guy's working on the tankless. And I always stare at my tools. And I'm like, wait a second. Let's get this so you can see the top too. It's pretty cool, I think. All right. Say we don't bring a 4-foot level, 2-foot level. We don't bring in, hold on, I need my cigar. We don't bring in any kind of large deal of bit. And we need anywhere from 20 to 40 feet of pipe when we work on a tankless. So this here is pretty worthless. We don't even use extension cords. Everything's cordless. So I'm sitting staring at this thing and I'm like, wait a minute. Fish. So now, if you have to bring in little pieces, we'll have some stuff there. Like we use this stuff to work. We have that folding table that we work off of. We use the existing water heater stand. Our water heaters are on a 2-foot stand because they got to be 2 feet off the ground in a garage for flammable liquid in case, you know, for vapor. And we use all that. I don't want to bend over. And as you see when I do my truck tour, I got this rolling automotive seat, one of those little stools. I got on both trucks. We sit in front of it like gentlemen. Don't sit on a bucket and you get that round thing on your butt. I can't kneel. So we try to make ourselves everything nice. We don't have to keep bending over. I'm an old man. So I'm like, wow, you cannot get them in here because there's an angle right here. Gives you that. They cut that on a 45 for edging, but you can get the big one down here at the bottom. But look at that, perfect, fits right in there. Or, you know, if you go on to all those different sites that sell the aftermarket parts, you can get dividers, bits and stuff. You can put your drill bits inside of these, even the smaller ones. Yeah, I do. You know, you got to drill. If you had your drill bits, you know those aftermarket 3D printed ones. You could have your drill bits that you need right there. It's not sticking out the bottom too much, like this one comes down a bit. But I didn't try the small one because I didn't have a small one on the job. But I got a whole crap load of them over there because I used them to put the Kaizen foam. Like I said, when you see the truck tour, you'll know why. And plus, I got tons of them from the other truck. So you can put a nice small one in there. And I am going to pick up those 3D printed so I can keep my drill bits in here. And you can even have a nice long extension and it won't probably come up past the frame here. You can also do, because it's the same size as this one, but like I said, you can't get a double in there, unfortunately. But you can get 2 singles or 1 large. I like the large one, but what I really like is this puppy right there. And I'm probably going to leave that in there. Now, I want to leave that in there. Because we bring in a unibit that we have to ream up into the tankless. We bring these extension bits, and I'm staring over there to see if I had one in my house electrical bag, but I know I used it and I left it on the truck, so I can't show it to you. But it's an extension about 6 inches long, and one side's quarter, one side is 5/16 for sheet metal screws. And you just pop it off. It's magnetic. I'll show you one in the next video. We can keep, and then we keep one that goes from 3/8 to 5/16. So we can keep that all up in here. And now the bit's right there. I do not know what these are here for, unless there's a way it's for the charger, but I can't see it being a charger. But there is a distinctive 4 bosses here that you can put screws in. But I'll figure it out and I'll let someone know. I'll let you guys know on the next video, or find out. But like I said, I want to leave this puppy right in here right now because I like that. That smaller one than the bigger one. So, besides the locking system, I would say this thing is a 9. That's the only drawback that I feel is the locking system, because it's such a pain in the neck. It's a good locking system. It holds. It holds good weight. It's very stable. And as a matter of fact, let's put it down. And I'll show you. Hello. There we go. See it? That's how much you can get on there with the crate. And with those wheels in the middle, I feel it to be very stable. Very, very stable. You know, people, they said it looks like it could tip over. But, you know, if you're just bringing it in, wheelie, oh, also, 400-pound capacity. So that's perfect for me with an old water heater that's full of junk after we drain it, to wheel it from the back of the garage out to the truck so we can dump it. So 400-pound capacity. That's a bit. That's a bit of weight. My Hilti one, we have the Hilti foldable one. I did show it. That only has a 300, and it says 370, but I doubt it. It's made out of all steel. Everything on it is steel. So I think it's got more weight. But this thing, for bringing your tools in, if you got to bring like some cement, or for me to bring a water heater out, it's perfect. Very stable. And now I got the mat rolled up in it. Boy! Just leave it there. I ain't gonna trip on it. Alright, YouTube. Let me get this back. Just don't wheel it around where you have a mat. Alright, YouTube. The price tag on this is $199. I don't think it's a bad price for something that you're going to be, if you're going to use a lot. And it's like I said, it's a good quality. I give it at least a 9, because the locking mechanism is just a pain in the ass. That's the only thing. Other than that, constructed very well. It has worked. You know, again, it's only been a week and a half, but I don't find it to be. We did carry a water heater out. It had absolutely no problem with it. You know, as long as you're stable, you put it, it gets it stable on there. It didn't deform the bottom or anything. We were able to wheel 2 of them right out to the truck without a problem. So, all right, YouTube. Model number, pricing. Oh, I got it from the Tool Nut. Again, you know, I like the company. They're out of, I think, New York. Yeah, upstate New York. Very good company, very good pricing, very good shipping. It comes in this massive box. Oh, and you don't have to put nothing together. All you do is take it out of the box, rip off the paper that actually says what it is and the model number, and unfold the plate and go to town. Now, and there was no Milwaukee paperwork in there. So, you know, like what you get with the drill and the charges and stuff like that. There was nothing in there for it. So, yeah, good product, very good product. So I would recommend it. And even if, you know, if you're men are going to use it, I feel it to be very tough, a good tough piece. All right. So again, in the description below will be my email if you want to ask a question. If you want a Mike's Woodshop sticker, send me your info, your mailing address, and we'll mail it out. And that's it. Again, I thank you all for the likes, the comments, the thumbs up, the bells, the subscribes, the questions. I greatly appreciate it. Again, if I haven't answered your comments, I will get to them, but your emails, I can answer very quick. The next video will be a tour of the, pretty much it's 98% complete, my new truck. And I'll be doing a tour of that on the next video. All right, YouTube? You all be safe out there, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye now.